Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. With the release of Arcane Season 2, I wanted to make a series of decks featuring some of the main characters to have some fun with and also see what kind of synergies they have together. I've already covered Jinx Vi, Kate, and the Echo Heimer subplot. Finally, we have the Hex Core studying dynamic duo, Viktor Jayce. And getting right into it, this is going to be an Eternal deck because just like Caitlyn, Jayce is unfortunately rotated right now. There's always a chance that Jayce will come back, so this deck could be playable in Standard in the near future. But for now, we will be rocking this in Eternal. So let's first talk about the champions and then also highlight some other key cards that we're going to be playing around. Starting with Jayce, the 4-mana 4/4 main man of Piltover. On play, you can grant him Quick Attack or Challenger. For the most part, you do Challenger when you need to kill priority targets, but you use Quick Attack when you just want to attack indiscriminately. He levels up if you've played 2 6+ cost spells over the course of the game, and also when he levels up, you get an Acceleration Gate in hand. So on level, what's really nice is each round he copies the first 6+ cost spell that you play, and then basically double cast it for you for free, which is really cool. The way Acceleration Gate works is it gives your allies +2/0 and also Quick Attack for the round. If they already have it or they have double attack from anywhere, it gives them a random keyword instead on top of another +2 when double casted. This creates like a really big swing turn that oftentimes if you're ahead, you have like 3 or 4 units on the board, they're just like way too overstated, way too strong, you get random keywords, maybe you hit like elusive, and then you have just too much pressure for the opponent to deal with. You either beat them down outright or the opponent surrenders. Next we have Viktor. Viktor is a 4-mana 2/4 with augment. Whenever you play a created card, he gains 1 power. Also, when I'm summoned or round start, create a Hex Core upgrade in hand. Hex Core upgrade is a 0-cost spell that you get for free again on summon or every round start, as long as Viktor is on the board. And then you play this to give Viktor a random keyword. He will naturally get the +1 attack because this counts as a created card. So on first Hex Core upgrade, he will be a 3/4 with an additional random keyword. Now obviously you can't really dictate what keywords you hit, but you are hoping for things like Spell Shield for protection, things like elusive so you can get cheesy attacks in, things like lifesteal versus aggro, which is really nice. Also, you want to get Deathless as a little bit more protection on top of the Spell Shield and kind of get him out of control. When he levels up, he allows your created cards to cost 1 less, and this is not really going to apply to Hex Core upgrade since it's already 0, but like other cards that you create over the course of the game or like via some other effects, they will also be cheaper when you try to play them, which is really nice. It's good for your mana efficiency. Some of the cards that we're going to be playing around that help Viktor are going to be the Piltover Tellstones, which gives us a created removal card for the most part. We're going to be using Aftershock. You can also use it for draw. Sometimes this card can come up, but it's a little tricky. It's a little bit more advanced, but you can use it in like certain niche situations. For the most part, it's going to be Aftershock for removal. We're also going to have a Pharaoh's Financier manifesting us a generated card for Viktor, so that's nice. Scholarly Pioneer is going to give us a created card as well. And of course, his own Hex Core upgrade and Acceleration Gate will also help him. Now, for playing around Jayce, we have Formula for draw, which is really nice because it also refills your spell mana. Really good, so you can play multiple 6-cost spells pretty efficiently over the course of the game. Then you have Hexbliterator as a very strong single target removal that also has Obliterate built in, bypassing Last Breath and making it to where the unit that dies to said obliteration effect cannot be resurrected. We also have Shock Blast for more removal, which is really cool. And then pretty much anything else that we get from the Pharaoh's Financier. And then rounding us out for the key cards to talk about, we have Albus Pharos. 7-mana 6/5 quick attack. When I'm summoned, draw Jayce. So this is a Jayce tutor card. If you use one Jayce early, you can play Albus on 7 and have another Jayce later, especially one that levels up on turn 8, and then you can use level up Jayce, get the Acceleration Gate, play that at some point, feel pretty happy, right? Also, Albus Pharos on attack deals 3 damage to the enemy nexus immediately. For each 6-cost spell that you've played this game, it will increase the direct damage that he does by an additional 1. So that's really nice. You play 3 6+ cost spells, then Albus will hit the enemy nexus for 6, which is a lot of direct damage. So this deck has a little bit of everything. It has some draw, it has some burn, it has some like early game stuff, some late game stuff, some removal. It's like a Swiss Army knife, right? Or one of those jack of all trades, master of none. It doesn't do anything like super well, but the things that it does do, it does it like pretty consistently. So I think there's definitely some value there. And also the deck is like a pretty fun combo oriented spell slinging deck. So it's really cool to see Jayce and Viktor working together here. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here are 3 live commentary games, so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context to why I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. And for the first example game, we have the Eternal Nightmare, Azir Aurelia. One of the strongest decks this game has ever seen. We have Forge Chief, Pioneer, Form Up, Formula. They must have got a God Hand. Yo, they early Shenny moded, I'm scared. I think we keep the Forge Chief, the Pioneer, and the Form Up. We just try to play for board. Grab the Formula, maybe try to find something else in the mid game. Okay, or we get Formula back. You know what? The mulligan wasn't really much of a choice. But it's not bad either. We can use Pioneer to kill early Landmark. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. I don't play Azir really all that much, actually. I haven't played it in forever. It's called Emperor Dice. I think that's what it is. Dice is nice, that's what I remember. So we can excavate that. We have Mystic Shot for Aurelia, forcing them to be on a buff, which is good too. It's very good for us. And a couple jump blockers and a way to win combat. I think we have the variety of tools needed to win. We just need to use them properly and also play around the opponent's tools. So maybe we get there. Very scary deck though, of course. One of the best. Pharaoh's Funchier on 2. Let's go ahead and pick units. I mean, units are pretty good.
It's an awesome day for progress.
Because now we have like a little bit of everything. That is fine. We'll let it hit for 2. I'm not losing my board for that, for an ephemeral attacker. Alright, so now what we do is we open attack for sure. We're going to get 1 additional spell mana from the Forge Chief, which is great. Fantastic card. That way we can do the Pioneer Excavation. Because they could play Dice now on this defense turn, or they play Azir, I'm not really sure. I want to play around Dice though. In case they top decked it or something. If they play Dami Mami, then I can Mystic Shot her, right? She's a 2/2. I basically just want the flexibility to be able to do multiple things with this hand. As long as we continue floating 2, actually, we can go into next turn and play like Assembly Line or Shock Blast if that's needed. Aurelia would be interesting. Then they could do Twin Disciplines or like... Oh, see, there's the dice! Look at that. The game playing out exactly as I called. I hide my Pioneer until they play the dice, then we kill the dice. Look at that gaming. Exactly as planned. Yep. Very sad Poro about that, but I got the reads. Now it's going to be one of the 2 champions. They're probably going to feel like they're on the back foot and just slam the Azir or Aurelia. I can't do too much about it. A lot of my hand is heavy right now. I can do Forge Chief and Form Up. I have to be mindful of how much mana I'm floating. I need to float at least 1 going into next turn. That way I can play something on my turn 5. Which is probably going to be units. Oh, Green Glade Duo. That's interesting. Sure.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
I think that's a Mystic Shot, but we're going to do it in combat. Storm of Blades. For the rest of the game, when you Blade Dance, summon an additional Blade and also Blade Dance now. That's just a Mystic Shot now, then. They tapped to 0 mana. See, I think we got them. Like I said, we have the tools. It's all about how we use them and when we use them. Am I taking 2 here? I mean, I can block this quite literally for free. Keep my board. Play the assembly line. Continue to get ahead. And then use like Formula and Shock Blast later. Probably Shock Blast on my next defense turn, just to solidify our lead. We need to stay ahead on this board. If they fall behind, then they're pretty weak. The thing is though, like a lot of their wombo combo potential is fairly cheap, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. They can be on like 2 champions in hand and all of a sudden we can still die. They don't need much. Also, they just denied my units. That's not very nice. I don't know how much deny this deck often runs. It might just be a one of. And it looked like it came off the top. I wasn't paying too much attention. Hello, Jayce. Once I play another 6-cost spell, I'm gaming with you. That's good. I kind of want to play you then. And then we can do, like, Formula next turn. I go into 7, floating 3, and I play Formula. Formula would be a 6-cost spell, floats 3 again. Shouldn't that give me the ability to play another 6-cost spell? Listen, I can't do math. But I think that might be the case. 7, 3. 4. What are you doing? Something weird, I bet. Let's do quick attack, Jayce.
Hey, big man. You ready to get invented?
All day, every day, Reggie.
Yeah, I think we're fine. Aurelia would be kind of annoying, though. Like, just do not have both champions, please. Don't do it to me. Alright, they didn't do it to me. Now, let's do the math check. Let's find out. I was right. It gives me 7. That's what I was thinking.
Replicating the power spike.
Shouldn't I just do the acceleration gate now? I mean, that sounds kind of hype. Let's do it. Double wait. Yeah, double cast, because he levels. That's right. Double cast the acceleration gate. So it's going to give him, what, 2 random keywords?
Gate is a go.
Dude, I haven't done this in a while. Deathless Jayce? Deathless Spirit Jayce and a Scully Pioneer with Spell Shield Quick Attack? Wait, this is disgusting. This is like the strongest possible combo. Alright, yeah, this is Jover. This could be a Shen emoji angle. That's so rough for them, actually. And then the opponent has surrendered in 3, 2, 1. The opponent has surrendered. 3, 2. Ah. Yo, what'd he just say? Listen, bro, it's November. Can't be saying all that. What is this? This truly is just like a Hail Mary? 6-2-1-5. Everything else can send it. We have full on, like, quick attack. We have impact on the Forge Chief. She's gonna give me more mana. Why are they stalling me out, huh? You think you can win? I can double cast that Shock Blast at your face. That's 6 damage to your Nexus, buddy. Oh, I lost all my buffs, though. You know what? Acceleration Gate might not be that good. That's kind of mid. Although, they were on second Azir, so of course they have chump blockers for days. Hello, Aurelia. How are you? I think I'm killing you ASAP style. Or should I let her do all of her weirdness first? And then kill it later? Because, like, we don't want them to be on another Aurelia. I kill this one, and then they play 2 Aurelia. I think it's okay if we play this a little slow. We have 10 mana to work with. So that's 1 6-cost spell. So let's go and just, like, play this first. Let's get the board. Both of them Tellstones. That's 4, 6. I could have done, like, Aftershock on this and then Shock Blast a second one. That's pretty fine, too. Another variation to the play. I'm going to set up board first and let them do some shenanigans. We have 17 HP. I want to see what they're going to do first. Alright, so that's the end of the shenanigans.
Stay by my side. I cannot ask for more.
That is pretty much it. With 9 mana, I can do not a lot.
What are you hiding? Bureaucrats.
Go ahead and do this. Yep. Yep. Yep, now check this out. Shock Blast. You and you. It's going to double cast to face. I don't care about the Blossoming Blade. I want that direct damage. That juicy, juicy direct damage. I can just block the 4-3. I don't care about that thing. Look at that. Sick animations. Yeah, play your Flawless Duet. Have a grand old time with that. Yeah, wonderful. I can honestly form up the Forge Chief even. Get that mana back and also present a blocker for the Blossoming Blade, forcing them to go next turn. And then we just open attack, grab that Blossoming Blade with Challenger, and then we basically just win. Before anything else. We can also do some other shenanigans, like turn our strong guy into another strong guy for more damage. That's kind of funny. Oh, or we can just Shock Blast lethal, which is funny too. GG, Azir Aurelia. Into the Arcane wins again. And for the second example game, we have Dragons. Aurelion Soul, Elder Dragon. Man, I do not miss Elder Dragon being in Standard. What a strong card. So they're playing like full-on ramp. The Targon ramp strat, which is very scary. It's actually going to be kind of hard for us to race that. I think we get rid of Ballistic Bot and try to play around Jayce. And try to just like also turbo our win con. For the most part, I think they're going to be ignoring us and just trying to play like big Age of Dragons. And we're going to be trying to get that Jayce level and pressure the board. So we'll see which one happens first. What's this? Some of the Sandstone Charger, then give your allies Challenger. I mean, that's pretty cool. That is actually very cool. I think we run that. That's a focus speed 5-2 with Challenger. That's a lot of direct damage, especially against like a slower setup deck. We might be able to use that. Can we double cast that too? Yeah. Yeah, that might be in our future. It's also really nice for the Forge of Tomorrow because then we can refill our spell mana while also having that 5-2 with Challenger on the board. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So if I remember right, they play like the unicorn that heals. That's the one. Cosmic Youngling. Crazy how I called that. And then they also play like Otrani Worshipper or something like that it's called. And they just mana ramp like crazy. I can do Challenger Jayce. Kill the Youngling and just start like pressuring the board. Punching through it. That's probably right. Let's do Forge. Forge creates a 3/3 for free. Don't you be swinging. What's wrong with you? Challenger Jayce.
Hey, big man. You ready to get in Venton?
All day, every day, Reggie.
Grab. Send. We need to be able to, again, like kind of pressure. We can't sit back. Yeah, we need to start getting like mana out of them and stuff too. I think this is pretty fine. They're going to heal, but like we stalled them for a turn, forcing them to use a big stun. Okay. Persuader is pretty lit. Viktor is more lit though. Herald of Dragons, sure. We have a very strong open attack though, because we are going to play that Forgotten Artifact, and then we're just gonna have like AoE Challenger, which is really good. Regen Viktor, I do love that. Pass, yeah. Alright, let's do Artifact. Refills our spell mana. So we do 4-4-1-4 because that's enough to kill that. 2-1-1-2, that's enough to kill that. And we can swing with the rest. Attack order versus this region combo doesn't technically matter, so we just send this. And this feels pretty satisfactory. Push extra damage here rather than blocking. Or forcing the 1-2 to block 3-3. Buffs can obviously be answered by our own buffs. Stun. Stun is interesting. That kind of makes me just want to do the Mystic Shot now. That way they don't get a discount of any kinds. Stun, stun, sure thing. We do the Hex Core upgrade. Oh, interesting. Lifesteal unit. But I don't really know what they grabbed. Probably Explorer's Blunder for keywords. Ooh, Lifesteal Viktor. That's kind of funny. Not the greatest, but it is funny. Alright, let's float our mana. We have 3, which is nice. I don't get that Albus Pharos down, and then we can probably go for a turn 8 win con. Wow, Drake. Just no Challenger, please. Deathless is fine. Let's do the Albus Pharos.
I've got your balance books here, Mr. Pharos.
Show me results, Legend, not numbers.
Show me results, not numbers. Interesting. X-Core upgrade. Come on, let's roll Elusive Viktor. You already know you want to give it to me, game. Impact. You know what? I'll take it. Okay, you know what? I won't take it. Viktor's naked. He no longer has any keywords. No more keywords to his name. And I think I'm going to take 6 here. Yep. And then I'm going to open attack. Grab the lifesteal on the far right and just see how much damage we push. Formula now, so that will be a level Jayce, and also it refills our spell mana.
This is the cutting edge of progress.
Yeah.
Replicating the power spike.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then swing, 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 swing.
Let's get started.
Grab. Over yonder. And then I kind of want to do like Shock Blast. Hitting their face. Should I do Shock Blast now though? Nah. Full send. They're currently dying, so they need to be on a 3rd like stun or like response, yeah. Do I still get the direct damage? Seems like it. That's pretty good. Sure, I think we let this happen. We don't really need to do much. We have, what, 8 mana? 8? I could do a form up for fun somewhere. Just to make the Shock Blast like a little bit more damage in case they have Guiding Touch. I suppose there's some value there. Push them to 3. Yeah. That way they die to my Shock Blast double cast from Jayce, even if they have Guiding Touch. It's a random shout, but one to definitely think about. They are playing Targon, and they are playing healing, so you know what? I think that was a pretty good shout by me. Yeah, we win. Go ahead and do that. That's fine. Where's my Shock Blast? Here we go. Boom. Bop.
Hey, show me that again.
And double cast. We got a little bit of a burn lethal. And we got to play around both champs this game, which is really cool. Looks like our strategy happened a little bit faster than their dragon strategy. Very nice. And for the final game, we have Zoe Aurelion Sol. So this is kind of similar, but they're running Piltover and Zaun's 2nd region, and it probably has a much higher emphasis on the Zoe and also Celestials. Jayce, Mystic, Forge, Hex Obliterator. I definitely want to keep the Forge, the Mystic, and the Jayce. At that point, aren't I also keeping the Hex Obliterator for like a big Celestial? This hand's kind of cool. They can get Zoe off right on attack 1, which is cringe, but we do have Mystics to answer her later. Yeah. I'm paying the odds tax. If they open Zoe on evens, then obviously we can just kill her. But they open Zoe on attack odds, which means they get the free super cool star chart. A little bit of a bonus for them. I think we could pass now. We don't really have to do anything yet. We can wait. We can wait. Maybe they'll, like, spend their attack here, and then we can Mystic. What is that? Each round, the first time you invoke, summon a Dragonling. Fascinating. Really cool into aggro. Not that great into me. You also just tap to 0. Lovely. That means we are killing this Zoe. And then I'll take 2 to face. Goodbye, Zoe. And then I think what we do... Jayce on attack 4? Yeah. Jayce on attack 4. We'll do Challenger Jayce and kill that Dragon Song Dreamer. That's kind of a good card.
Let me know if you still want them science lessons, Jayce.
Will do, Axel.
I'm a little worried about like their Mystic shots though, right? Because they are playing Piltover and Zaun. Challenger.
Hextech engaged.
It's probably fine. We have much more Challenger that we can work with. And we can always draw into more Jayces with Albus Pharos. He's a little bit more expendable than, like, Viktor is. Really? Second Zoe? Interesting. That is a bit of an issue. I'm gonna have to Mystic her. Again. 2 Zoe is met with 2 Mystic. It is what it is. And then we can also set up the double Persuader. And then next turn, try a 6-cost spell. Oh, we have one. Like, we have a unit that we can hit. Play another unit so I can, like, double kill. You know what? That's perfect! And they don't have Deny. So I'm actually in love with this play. Shock Blast. get big buffs, and I got 3 mana back. That's pretty efficient. And my board's just kind of nice now. That's why I did the double Persuader setup. They both get a buff, and also Challenger on our attack turn. Solar Priestess, no problem. Whatever you invoke with that, I can Hex Splitterator it. Grab, because this is a value trade. Back with everything else. That's pushing 11 damage. Yep. Yeah, you better start healing. 3rd Zoe? Are you serious? 3 Zoe top 11 is crazy. Hello, Viktor. I mean, at this point, I just have to give it to you, don't I? Got much of a choice. So let us play Viktor, because that still gives us Hex Splitterator, in case we need to use it.
The future is what we make it, Viktor.
Oh, I love how they have interactions, just like from Arcane. Wow. Oh, what did you invoke? That sounds like removal, unless this is a different card. What was that? Huh? Formula? Sure. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you running? They're really thinking about it. It must not be something clean, because they've considered it like 4 separate times. And on the 5th, they whipped it out. Deal 4? Deal 1. Why'd you wait so long? That's actually like just the correct play, yeah? Can't do much about that, Captain. Dealing 4 to my poor boy Jayce. And no, it's not really worth Hex Splitterator just to get the acceleration gate. Not really great targets. I need to save Hex Splitterator for another like mid-game card. Probably the Blender. Turn off keywords. Oh, there's Pharos. I love that. Let's do Hexcore upgrade first. Then we can do Pharos, and we can also do Forge Chief this turn. So let's play this turn a bit slow. Told you our Jayce was expendable, we just get a new one. Formula again. Wow, they're drawing a lot. The Zoe's not close to leveling, so don't have to worry about that. They could do like super cool star chart and get like double stun. That's probably what they're gonna look for. Double stun, snake, the 1 mana 4 one with overwhelm. Don't double stun me. Snake. Wanna get that Albus? Hush. And a flight. Alright, they've shown us everything. Now we can play the game. Zoe almost got a level. It's kind of scary. 2, 3, 1, 1. 4, 4, definitely sends it. 6, 5, definitely sends it. Now, what are we doing with these guys? It's a full send or send nothing.
My cause is righteous.
Kind of sucks. I guess it's send none of these. But then I don't have board space for Jayce next turn. So, freak it, bruh. I guess we full send. I want that Jayce board space. So if they block something efficiently here, like 2, 1, 3, 2, it is what it is, right? I lose 1 challenger unit.
Money matters.
Big damage by our boy Albus, though. They're at 3? 4 on round start. Wait. Interesting. They're almost, like, extremely killable here. Ballistic bot. Yeah, so we have the Hex Splitterator as, like, mid-game, finish it off. Just like anything they play, it's just gonna be instantly dead. Make sure of that. Also, stop healing. Tough Viktor. That's nice. That's Cosmic Call, right? So they're going to invoke a bunch of things. Invoke a Celestial, it costs 7 or more. Okay, so one thing. That card is not that great. Invoke something at 7 or more. So a big dude. A very, very big dude.
None are lost. They only await
Let's
the
do
dawn.
quick attack Jayce.
Oh, my prize asset. Kind of you to meet me.
Ballistic
Decline an
bots.
invitation from Albus Pharos.
And then I actually think we go for the kill and the open attack in case they invoke something that's like removal. So let's just go ahead and kill the healer.
This is the
That's going to make Albus hit for one more as well.
interesting use of tech.
I am not playing Acceleration Gate. It's such a bait. We don't want to give them a slow speed action to use big slow speed removal spell. We should be threatening lethal very easily with just this.
We look ahead.
Powering up.
And that will also kill that, which is cool.
Come no further.
Yeah, Living Legends is not going to help you. All that is slow speed and unit speed things. That's not going to help you. A champion? Mm-mm. That's just Aurelion Soul. I killed all 3 Zoes. And Resolve. And after that, we have so much more damage, guys. We have so much more damage in our pocket. We could have hit for like 20 that turn. And that's it for this Arcane deck rundown. Extra shout out to the patrons on screen. Much love and thank you for supporting. With an extra hell yeah to Verdobe, who subscribed to the highest Patreon tier. So yeah, to wrap things up, there's a surprising amount of synergy between Jayce and Viktor. I think the biggest issue is making Viktor a consistent win con, but he's definitely a fine investment, and there are ways to get his level, especially in slower matchups. Make sure to drop a sub and a like if you enjoyed this video. I make meta deck videos along with beginner guides and fun little series like this one. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters!